Terence Crawford is pushing himself to the edge as he gets ready for the mega showdown with Canelo. The intensity of this training camp has become a story on its own, drawing parallels with legends of the past. Even Joe Rogan couldn't resist admiring how hard Crawford works in camp. He said his training sessions were legendary. I mean, he would spar 100 rounds weekly at times, which is just unbelievable. That's the type of preparation that convinces fans Crawford is truly built different. Each round is more than practice, it's war. Sharpening his craft for the hardest challenge of his career. Against a bigger, stronger Canelo, Crawford knows he can't allow any room for weakness. This isn't simply another bout. It's legacy at stake. Pound for pound supremacy on the line. With this kind of training, Crawford steps into the ring like a man with a mission no one can deny. It's unusual to hear such high praise from someone who has watched every legend rise and fall. Joe Rogan's comments only add more fuel to the growing excitement for this clash.
Which I think is really interesting, the Crawford-Canelo fight.
Beyond interesting, fascinating.
Because how does Crawford compete with that size? Crawford is leapfrogging. He goes to super middleweight,
47 to 54, and now to 68.
And the Draw fight in 54 is a difficult fight.
Yeah, so who do you like in Canelo versus Crawford?
Crawford has always thrived on proving critics wrong, and this fight with Canelo is no different. The stage is ready for him to bring his unique style against one of the most dominant champions of this era. What makes this moment compelling is that it's not only a test of skills, but also a battle of pride and legacy. Canelo enters with raw power and years of experience. Yet Crawford arrives with precision, intelligence, and a hunger that seems unstoppable. When they finally collide, it won't be just another match. It will be a defining chapter in the sport's history. Joe Rogan didn't hold back in describing Crawford's mastery inside the ropes. His words underline how rare Crawford's skill set really is. He said, "Crawford, yeah, oh, he's good. He's so skillful. He's so slick." This isn't just surface-level praise. It's acknowledgement of a fighter who makes the ring his personal ground. Crawford's ability to control distance, pick his shots, and frustrate rivals has made him a nightmare for anyone facing him. Each move looks smooth, but behind it lies razor-sharp precision that leaves even top fighters doubting themselves. The way he corners opponents is like a chess master planning 5 steps ahead. That's what sets Crawford apart. He doesn't simply fight, he dismantles. But Rogan didn't stop there. He pointed out one skill that makes Crawford nearly impossible to prepare for. He said, he's also the best guy in the sport at switch hitting. He'll go from southpaw to orthodox and be just as good and trip you up. Changing stances freely without losing accuracy or power is something only a handful of fighters in history have achieved. Crawford makes it seem effortless, forcing opponents into constant doubt and hesitation. One moment, you think you've figured him out, and instantly, he shifts angles and rhythm completely. That unpredictability is what gives him the edge against larger, stronger foes. When the fight with Canelo happens, this weapon could be the factor that swings the balance in Crawford's direction. And it's not just analysts and commentators siding with him. Even voices outside of boxing are showing their faith in Crawford.
Crawford's no joke, though.
I mean, I would bet Terence Crawford on the fight.
So you would bet on Terence Crawford?
Yeah.
Why?
He never lost. Mayweather beat Canelo real easy. And I don't think Terence Crawford...
Mayweather beat Canelo way early on. Way early on.
But
plus it's Mayweather.
Listen, Law is Mayweather hit cheat code. But I think if anybody can beat Canelo, it's Terence Crawford. I mean, I'm not betting against somebody that never lost. You know what I mean? Now, if Terence Crawford take his punches...
Ashino's choice adds more intrigue to this spectacle. Backing Crawford is more than just favoring the underdog. It's trusting in his ability to outthink and outmaneuver Canelo when the moment is critical. This bout is not only about strength or speed. It's about who adapts under fire and enforces their will. Crawford has built his reputation on shattering expectations. And now the world watches to see if he can shock everyone again. Every prediction like this builds anticipation, making the clash feel less like a fight and more like an event that will echo through the sport's history. Hearing a respected fighter such as Lerone Richards comment on this bout only adds more weight to the debate. His words capture the excitement surrounding what might be one of the most important battles of this era.
Mentioned Crawford, Canelo, what a great fight that is. And Crawford's one of my favourite fighters, one of my favourite boxers. So, you know, it's going to be a very intriguing fight, and I'm looking forward to watching.
When a pro like Richards emphasizes a bout, it reminds fans this contest is far more than hype. It's history unfolding. Both men carry qualities that make the matchup unpredictable, and that uncertainty fuels the excitement. For Crawford, it's the opportunity to cement his pound-for-pound greatness. For Canelo, it's about proving he can take down yet another dangerous rival, with insiders praising the showdown. The stage feels prepared for a night where every round will keep fans gripping their seats. Lerone Richards made it clear where he stands once the discussion moves to size. He reminded everyone that weight alone does not determine greatness.
Look, you look at the likes of Usyk, you know, people will say size is a big factor. Usyk's not the biggest heavyweight. You know, he's beat Fury, he's beat Dubois, he's beat Joshua. He's beat some big guys, and you know, end of the day, it's about skills, and you know, skills pay the.
By using examples like Usyk and Richards, they stress the reality that skill can defeat raw size. It's a message that rings loudly in Crawford's favor as he readies to face Canelo. Crawford has built his reputation on precision, timing, and ring IQ, tools that can cancel out physical gaps. Richards' outlook adds further weight to the idea that Crawford's craft could shock the world. And as the bout draws near, that belief only intensifies the suspense of what could happen on fight night. Not only is Terence Crawford gearing up for this historic showdown, but Canelo Alvarez is also sparing no effort, with Jaron Boots joining him in sparring. The boxing world has been buzzing, and pros like Jose Benavidez Sr. are chiming in with strong opinions. Benavidez Sr. stressed how this sparring choice might actually favor Canelo. He highlighted the type of mental edge it could give him.
I think it's a great thing, you know, to give Canelo maybe a little bit more confidence that he is sparring somebody really good, and is a really good fighter, and I think that would be a good motivation, you know, for Canelo Alvarez.
For Canelo, bringing someone like Boots into camp is more than just preparation. It's a boost of confidence. Facing a slick and dangerous fighter in sparring sharpens not only his skills but also his mentality going into the bout. It's a way to stay sharp and remind himself he can compete with the elite. Benavidez Sr. makes it clear this is more than training. It's motivation. That advantage could become crucial when the lights shine brightest. But while he acknowledged its benefits, Benavidez Sr. also laid out why this contest is far from simple. He presented a detailed picture of Crawford's chances.
I think that Crawford is too small for Canelo. I think Canelo's too big for Crawford, but in my opinion, I think if Crawford can maybe just tap, get out, tap, hook, get out, maybe once in a while throw a straight punch and just win by points and use his legs, I think I see him winning by decision. But if he tries to exchange with Canelo Alvarez, I think he's gonna make a mistake and he's gonna get hit with one shot, and maybe he can get hurt, and that would change the whole fight, you know. But I think he's faster. Crawford is faster, and he throws a little bit more volume of punches and combinations. But I think keep it very basic. I think, you know, jab, hook, get out, a straight punch, get out. You know, don't stay there to throw or try to trade with the Canelo.
His perspective reveals the dangerous balance in this fight. On one side, Canelo's size could be overwhelming if Crawford chooses to trade shots. On the other side, Crawford's speed, work rate, and movement give him a clear route to victory. Benavidez Sr. explained that if Crawford sticks to fundamentals, jab, move, land fast punches, and exit, he can win a decision. But a single error, one exchange too many, and Canelo's power could turn the fight instantly. That razor-thin line makes the contest even more thrilling. Benavidez Sr. also questioned the timing and meaning of bringing Boots into Canelo's camp. His remarks raised doubts about what it truly signals.
It's very difficult to say. He's never brought anybody really good to his camp until this time. Maybe he's lacking enough confidence, or maybe he just wants to use them to trick the people, or, I mean, it's very awkward and very funny that he brought Ennis to his camp, you know. So, but at the end of the day, they know what they're doing, you know, and we got to respect that. And I think if he would have brought him or not bring him, I think it would have been the same.
He suggested this decision might reflect Canelo's mindset, perhaps seeking confidence, perhaps playing mind games with the public. Whatever the motive, it injects mystery into Canelo's camp in a way not seen before. Is it strategy, psychology, or both? Either way, Benavidez Sr. makes one thing clear. Canelo's team knows exactly what it's doing, and that unpredictability only adds another layer of drama to an already explosive clash. Andre Rozier began by keeping it straightforward, pointing out the importance of the sparring sessions Canelo is having. Sometimes simplicity says it best. He remarked, "That's going to be good work. Good boxing work for Canelo." Rozier's short yet sharp view captures the essence of what the sparring brings. It's not just rounds in a gym. It's elite-level work preparing Canelo for the slickness and skill of Crawford. Every moment with someone like Boots sharpens tools and exposes flaws. These aren't easy rounds, and that's exactly what makes them valuable. For Rozier, this kind of work proves Canelo is leaving nothing to chance. He then explained further, detailing how Enes's unique style directly helps Canelo's preparation for Crawford.
I think it would be because he ambidextrous as is Crawford, so it can do nothing but help him. And he has Yolendis Hernandez also helping, another fighter who is ambidextrous, so it helps. And we just want to see him do what he has to do, because this is a great fight.
By highlighting Enes's ambidextrous skill, Rozier showed how Canelo was being forced to adjust instantly, just as he'll have to do with Crawford. It's about conditioning both mind and body to expect the unexpected. Each stance switch, each sudden angle in sparring builds anticipation for fight night. Rozier emphasized, this isn't regular camp work. It's specialized training, and that edge could decide the outcome once the bell rings. Rozier then tackled the obvious size. He gave a clear reminder that Canelo naturally carries the weight advantage.
I think I'm always under the direction of the bigger, better man. And Canelo's the bigger guy in this fight, per se. He's been at that weight for some time. And Crawford is my guy. It's just 2 weight classes and everything else. It's going to be tough. But if anybody can bring some energy to this, it'll be Crawford.
Rozier stressed Enes' speed, power, and stance switching as the ultimate challenge for Canelo. Sparring with that level of talent ensures Canelo is tested every single round. It forces him to adjust, stay sharp, and prepare for the chaos Crawford can bring. To Rozier, this is steel sharpening steel. And when fight night arrives, that work could be the hidden edge Canelo carries into the ring. Sean Porter gave a straightforward breakdown of what Boots' presence in Canelo's camp actually means. He emphasized it's not only about who you bring in, but how the work gets done.
Move to bring someone who switches from lefty to righty, big, strong young man, very fast, capable punching power. It's going to be a help.
Porter's view shows the gap between surface hype and the truth of preparation. Sparring with Boots isn't a quick fix. It only matters if the sessions are hard and consistent. A few rounds with someone that's sharp can push Canelo more than weeks of ordinary sparring. Every exchange demands changes. Every mistake becomes a lesson. That's why Porter's perspective holds weight. The move may appear small, but the effect could be massive once the fight starts. He went further. Porter admitted the choice surprised him, making him look at the fight in a slightly different way.
See that he got Bruce Ennis in training.
It means nothing.
No, listen to me.
It means nothing.
It means nothing.
It means nothing.
Unless you know how Boots train. Boots.
Is he gonna do 6 weeks with it?
I don't. No, not 6 weeks, because I know he just got there. So he's probably gonna do like another week with them.
Okay.
Which, at the end of the day, if you're getting 3 sparring sessions in, so if you're roughly getting 4 to 6 sparring sessions in with the Boost Ennis that's going 80 to 90%, might even be going 100% because and I gotta represent and all this other stuff.
By calling it excellent work, Porter acknowledged how rare it is to find a sparring partner who can replicate Crawford's style. Boots gives Canelo a preview of what he'll see under the bright lights. Slickness, speed, and unpredictability. Those rounds may be brief, but they're vital in sharpening Canelo's instincts. The fact Porter sounded concerned says enough. This isn't routine training. It's calculated. And with that benefit, Canelo could enter the ring sharper than ever. Sean Porter rejected the notion this was only for appearances. He explained that once Canelo felt what Boots offered, the intensity had to climb immediately.
I mean, that's excellent work, you know, and it causes, I always say this, when you're training for a championship fight, you need something that's going to raise your level. You never know exactly what it is. It could be running in the mountain. It could be, you know, a specific sparring partner that you have. And I personally think that this move right here got me a little concerned about my boy, because this dude right here is the goods, has the ability to do a lot of what Canelo's gonna see on fight night, and all he needs is a couple of reps of seeing it. And you know, it's not often you can find someone who can duplicate.
Porter's words captured the truth of sparring with Boots. There's no easy work when he steps inside. He pressures with speed, angles, and constant offense. That means Canelo can't treat these sessions like ordinary drills. He has to dig in and fire back even in camp. This kind of work forces a champion to remain sharp. And if that carries over, it could become the difference on fight night. Porter then looked at the wider picture, addressing critics who downplay the fight because of the weight difference.
He's just bringing him in for the cameras. There's no way. You brought him in. You might have wanted to bring him in for the cameras. A round and a half, and you gonna realize, like, oh, let me really turn it up for this young lion, because this dude act like he ain't got no sense. He in here trying to hit me with everything. He's switching. He moving every which way. He's giving Canelo a fantastic look ahead of this fight. Give him a fantastic.
He reminded fans Crawford isn't simply a welterweight moving up, but a naturally large fighter who has cut weight his whole career. That changes how the matchup should be seen. It's not just a smaller man daring to be great. It's a skilled fighter moving into a weight class that fits his frame. Porter's take flips the story, adding legitimacy to Crawford's chances. Porter then linked both camps, comparing what he noticed from Crawford recently to Canelo's decision to bring Boots into sparring.
And I know there's a lot of people that think this is a money grab and thinking that Canelo's taking, you know, a lighter fight. And I know there's a lot of different narratives that have been said about a 147-pound guy going up to 168 pounds. He's taller than Canelo. He's also a natural 170, 75, 180-pound man. I know that because I was a natural 170, 175-pound man going down to 147. You know what I mean? Like, I had to do what I had to do. You know what I mean? So, you know, all in all, man, it's getting better.
Watching Crawford up close gave Porter the sense of how sharp and prepared he is. Then hearing that Canelo brought Boots into camp made him realize both sides are raising their games. Neither fighter is leaving room for excuses. They're both gearing up for battle. Porter described it as the essence of boxing, that rare stage when two greats give everything for legacy. It's the type of matchup that guarantees fireworks when the bell sounds. This fight is shaping up to be among the most unpredictable clashes in recent memory. Canelo holds the size, the experience, and the power. Crawford carries the skill, the precision, and the hunger to shock the world. That balance is what makes this fight so electrifying, because the result truly feels like it could swing either way in one dramatic instant. What do you think? Will Canelo's strength prove too much, or will Crawford's skills be the deciding factor? Share your opinion in the comments below. We'd love to hear your view. And remember to subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for more videos like this. The road to the fight is only growing more intense.
Being in camp with Crawford last week or 2 weeks ago and getting the opportunity to see him, I'm like, okay, wow. You know, then this pops up about Canelo having Boots in the camp. I said, yo, this is getting better.
Yeah, this is real.
And these guys are putting themselves in a position. I talked about the essence when we started this show. They're putting themselves in a position to really pour out that essence that we love so much, and we're gonna get a good dose of it in just a couple.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Knockout Voyage for more amazing boxing content. Stay tuned for the next big fight.